I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you when you call me out. I appreciate you naning tuga. I appreciate you when you love me. I appreciate you when you are angry with me. I'll always appreciate you because I'm where I am because of you. You guys have bought all of my books. I've sold CDs. You guys have bought all of my CDs. You guys have listened to my radio shows and TV shows. All I've ever done with the blessings is to empower other children. You know, I always say to people, I'm blessed to become a blessing. I'm not a criminal, but I'm a giver. I'm not a taker, but I'm a giver. When I bring people to my circle, when I bring young people to my circle, when I work with young people, when I mentor young people, it's not for any agenda, but just to make them succeed, to help them succeed, to help them become the best themselves or the best them they can become. And I understand over the past couple of weeks or couple of days, sad news came out. None of us expected it. And we lost our hero. We lost our amazing queen. Zahara, may your soul rest in peace, Bulelo. Thank you for the gift of talent that you have. Thank you for working with us. Thank you for making history together. We've got a tendency of rubbishing somebody's entire life's work over a certain controversy that they might just be going through. Whether they're an artist, they're a soccer player, they're an entertainer somehow. And I understand that because I've been in this industry for quite some time. And even when people are mad at me, when people drag me, I never take it personal because these are my people. It's you guys. And I know you're not dragging me because you hate me. You're dragging me because you're trying to hold me accountable. And we all know what has happened over the past couple of months, couple of years. We've had a great relationship. We made history together. Bulelo Mkutukane, Zahara will go out as the greatest or one of the greatest African musicians of all time. She's ranked high up there. Nabo Mama Miriam Makeba, may her soul rest in peace. Nabo Parahu Masikela, Nabo Mama Perendafasi, may her soul rest in peace. Bulelo, rest in peace, my sister. Our collaborations were amazing. We changed lives. You inspired people. You encouraged people with your story. You healed people with your talent, your God-given voice. You are an amazing human being. You are loving, you are kind, you are funny, and you were amazing. And when the news of your loss came to me, they came at a shock, and I really didn't expect. I thought you were going to live for another 50 years. Because of the talent that you had, like Mama Miriam Makeba passed on stage in her 70s. And your music is timeless. You've got classics. And I really thought your career was going to go all the way to that level. I know behind the scenes, there were a lot of talks about some of the things we're planning and some of the things that we're talking about that were going to happen. But sadly, it happened before those things happened. And what is out there is what is out there. And you're not around to speak for yourself. And I wouldn't get into those deeper conversations, but I'd like to say, South Africans, thank you for loving Ubulelo. South Africans, thank you for supporting Ubulelo. Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening to her. Thank you for buying her music. And thank you for supporting young Black women that are incredible, that are talented, that are going far with their careers, whether younger or even the ones that have already made it. Being in the industry for all these years, I wouldn't say that hey, I'm strong or no. I listen when South Africans talk. That's why I'm still here till today. That's why I'm who I am, because I listen to you guys. Umaning Tetisa, I listen. When you guys drag me, I never take it personal. I even heard some people wishing death upon me. It's okay. I'll take all those punches because that's what comes with being a leader. And we must always hold our leaders accountable. And I like that you guys listen to young women when they talk. So this video was not to justify anything, but was just to say, rest in peace, Bulelo. Rest in peace, Zahara. Loliwe was amazing. Young people who don't know that when Loliwe came out in 2011, it broke all records, and it was a transition from the old era of selling physical CDs into this digital era. And physical CDs were not selling anymore, but she changed that when she came out. And also, let me mention that when people are on the other side of the music industry or the other side of the sports and entertainment industry. They don't understand the type of contracts or the intricate details that are into contracts when players and teams and managers sign these deals. So a lot of the times we are fans to these people, and when things happen, we all have got all sorts of different opinions to be said. But to give you comfort, we've always believed in sticking to our agreement with anybody that we work with and making sure that we do right by the law, we do right by our contracts, and we've done some amazing work together. We've created history together from the first album, the second album, the DVD, the live album, the third album, all the way up to me moving on and going to start More Fire. I was very happy that even when we were parting ways, when I was leaving the music industry in 2012, 2013, Bulela was doing really, really well. She had an incredible career. And it's sad that, we are where we are right now. May your soul rest in peace. I'll forever miss you, but I appreciate the time that we've had together. And to the family, I love you guys. Ngiyanithanda kakhulu. Na namhlanje namanje inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu kakhulu. My heart is sore. I cared for Bulelo like my younger sister. She was like family to us. That's why when she came to Joburg, she stayed with Ngizas for the whole year. She was mentored. That project, guys, you don't understand how much work went into how much work goes into making an artist. And we did all of the right things that are supposed to be done. And we did an extraordinary deal to make sure that she's got a deal that favors her. But I know people don't know all those things out there. And they actually don't know that in the type of deal that we did, she made more than the record company. But people don't know such things, right? And obviously, a lot of the time you end up being the villain, even though you did a great job in changing someone's life and pouring onto them and making sure they become their fullest, best potential. Eventually, sometimes, at the end of the day, you end up being the villain, and it's understandably so. But with that being said, I just wanted to do this video and just bid my sister farewell, and to also say, South Africans, I hear you, I've heard you, I love you still, I'll never be mad at you, and I will always listen to you. But one thing I'll never do to you is to steal from you. One thing I'll never do is to steal from anyone. I'm a hard worker. I'm blessed. I've got an anointing. Every time anybody that I work with, most of the people I've worked with in the past, go check the track record and the history. They eventually become successful. Others even bigger than me. But till today, I've never taken a single cent from anyone. And it hurts my family to think with the other people out there, they're calling you out to be a criminal when you've just been the opposite. You've been a giver of life. You've been an empowerer, an inspirator, a motivator, an encourager, a bigger brother, a cousin, a leader to other children. That's all I've been in my career. It doesn't matter what other people say out there. The facts are there. History is there. The contracts are there. My work speaks for itself. But if I have to be dragged, if I have to be disciplined, if I have to be criticized, if I have to be cancelled, so be it. But uNkulunkulu wazi impendulo. Kodwa abantu abadala babukele ngicela ukunitshela ukuthi ngisesomfana wenu, ngisesobhuti wenu onithandayo, o-empowera iy'ngane zenu ngamagama akhayo, nangemisebenzi akhayo. Yonke noma wonke umsindo eniwuzwayo ohambelana nokuthi lo msindo ungenze omunye umuntu okuwukuthi angisuye. Ngicela ukuthi sometimes ningavele mane nilalele bese nani niyagibela. Sometimes have that critical thinking. Ningathathi noma yini eshiwa nayi noma ubani onga-understand ukuthi music industry isebenza kanjani. And music industry labantu enihlala nibabona ema-TV, ama-music video, it does not mean ukuthi iy'mpilo zabo zinjalo. Ha tsamaya ka Bentley kapa ha tsamaya ka Slahla kapa dula ko swimming pool double triple story mansions go music video, it does not mean hore ke bophelo ba gagwe. It doesn't mean ukuthi impilo yakhe lo muntu injalo. They are an artist, they are an entertainer. And people out there, they turn to look at entertainers as if they're rich. That's why when you guys bump into us in a taxi, you get disappointed, you get surprised. Or that's why when certain things happen in our lives, you're like, Marlo mundu mustani rich. No, not all of us are rich. If you guys can see our contracts, they're way different from all the Americans that you see or all the other global stars that are out there and those big numbers that you see out there. I mean, over the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, I saw big numbers. Abantu bakhuluma ngama-million. Hey, Go ask somebody that understands the music industry to make you understand that it's not what you think it is. It's not what sometimes sometimes but yeah, it's not what you think it is all of the time. Or younger artists or people that are getting into the game, I say, guys, get a good lawyer, get a good accountant, don't get into tax issues, don't sign the wrong contracts, sign the right contracts, consult with legal people, get good advice. And that's exactly what we made sure we do with Ubulelo. We made sure we advise her accordingly. She owns her own music. She owns her own publishing. We even did such an extraordinary deal, that the type of deal we did with Universal. Universal pays her directly, not even to us as an independent label who signed her, what we're supposed to be paying her. But we're like, actually, let's just do it such that the major pays her direct, including her publishing company, Share Music, has been paying her directly all these years. So all of the claims and accusations and all the stories that you're hearing out there, sometimes, people like me, we take it like a pinch of salt. But the sad thing is that anything that is out there, the public is usually easy to accept whatever is out there. And most of the information is false and it's not true. And it ends up dividing us. It ends up turning us against one another. But the comfort you can get is that we will continue to stick by our side of the contract, even after her passing. We will make sure that we do right by her family. That is my message to you. I love you guys. Look after yourselves. I will never stop doing what I'm doing, even though sometimes it's a thankless job. Sometimes you're looked at as a villain. Sometimes people forget that you're also a human being. You got your own family. You got people that like you, that love you too. And then, you guys will drag us, and you guys sometimes become very, very harsh. Even though you're somebody like me who's been at this thing for many years and you're strong, but I've got children, I've got a family, I've got people who love me, and that affects them too. And I didn't want to do this video, but I have to do this video for the sake of all of those that love me, and all of those that love me. And maybe they might have been in a position where they are sort of disappointed with how Sibusiso. Sikuthembe kangaka, sikuthanda kangaka, awubhuti Sibusiso bhuti wethu. Sikuthembe kangaka, ungasidisappointa kangaka. Ngicela ukuntshela ukuthi angeke ngikwenze konke lokho. Engizoqhubeka ukukwenza umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu, to make sure that I continue helping you, empowering you, pouring onto your lives so you can become your best selves you can be. Go ask others that have done the same too in this industry, whether radio, whether TV, music, whether anything that I've ever done through my foundation at schools. I've just always been that person that follows his name and does umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu. Anybody else that says otherwise, it's okay. I forgive them too. Bangangithuka, bangasho nayi noma yini, kodwa ngicela ukunikeza confidence abalandeli bami nabantu abathanda umsebenzi wami, ikakhulukazi abantu abadala, abantu ba bagolo ne kopa go le chaela go le botsa gore mosebetsi e leng gore ke tswela pele ka go etsa ke mosebetsi e leng gore o godisa bana ba lona. And I'll never ke thuse bana ba lona so that I can expect something from them. No. Ke a tseba go etsa tšhelete ya ka, ngiyazazi ukuzenzela imali yami. uNkulunkulu ungibusisile noma ngenza ama mistake ngihlala ngikhuluma ngawo in public. I always come back. I'm always blessed. Like I always flow in a sea of abundance in anything that I do. So even though it can be difficult for a short period of time or whatever, I know that I always come through. I always come out as a survivor, because I am a survivor. And I want you guys to be like that as well. And when you do get people who criticize you as well, who doubt you as well, who accuse you as well of unfounded crimes, of things that you didn't know, sometimes don't get mad at people. Understand how people are, and also understand where people are coming from. With that being said, thank you very much. I love you guys very much. I will see you on your next video. And I'm not mad at you. I forgive you, continue to love you, and continue to support Usisibulelo by streaming her music to make sure that her family continues to benefit from all of the great hard work that she did. And that's what I love about music. All the great work that she did will continue to benefit her family. May God bless all of you guys and anybody that gets into this industry as well. Let's take all of this noise as a teachable lesson so we all get to do better. Thank you.